Hey everybody, it's the coach.
Hey
You're
everybody.
tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it.
Gotta switch my camera.
As their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. Leading them out is the former first-rounder from all the way back in 2004 from Miami of Ohio, Ben Roethlisberger.
I like this
Mario.
guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So that'll back them up 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact on that one, and it's 3rd down. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
It's not often that we focus on the fullback position, but James Devlin demands that we do so. 3 Super Bowl rings. This guy was a converted defensive end out of Brown and an undrafted free agent. Now a huge part of the New England offense, both as a blocker and sometimes as a pass catcher.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. He got 29 yards that time.
Thanks, Mr. Mario. So far,
and the pocket's been protected
right.
pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
Well, he's talking about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro.
That's my young defensive tackle right there,
in
baby.
The backfield, down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Now Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Like 20. Check, 154. In your face.
The first down carry here for Johnson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Johnson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Come on, fellas. You young bucks. Get yourself a win now. Bring a couple of boys on that one.
7-3 the score on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
Come on now.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 19. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Come on now, I need another one from you guys.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! You don't like what
Ben to throw again. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Oh.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Bring the dogs.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Come on, fellas.
The hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
I mean, we got the draft yet.
The kick by Pinheiro
Young bucks in there.
is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. That was a job. And that play goes absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, He was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Erickson now to return. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now Garoppolo looking and finding Allen Hurns. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here comes Erickson. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Here we go. Back 20.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime here. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of coach's talk when the game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Watch the play action.
What they're doing is emphasizing.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Shit.
Kenny Clark,
Jimmy G.
second sack of the night.
You gotta stop running marathons when you do play action, dude. No more rollout play action, dude.
It's not
You
that
can't handle
often
it.
the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega right side. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Go ahead.
23 yards on the play. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Hearns. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They run with a Johnny. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
You see me out here? That's right.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to Johnson again. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I watch homeboy right here.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 41, Roethlisberger throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Again, it's Johnson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen for West. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Charkandrick West, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Butler making the catch. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo now. This is caught by Hearns. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. Garoppolo now. After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but now it'll be third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to the opposite color jersey.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
A 57-yard attempt.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
That's terrible.
And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. New England on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Need something, Come on, fellas. Give me something,
Garoppolo on first down. That incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Do I do it?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh no, Mr. Garoppolo.
And it's incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt. And it's third down.
Wide
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to have the first down past the 20. As he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Garoppolo now. First down throw. That's complete, I think, right side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Hearns brings it in. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line. 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's complete to Jake Butt. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in hand.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man.
I don't think so.
And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Boswell's kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Black 20. Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. Here we go. Here we go. Black, black.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
180. 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get up.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones, because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
We got this.
So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 6, 70 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Overwash.
Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marched off another 15 against your squad.
Well, look to throw. That's complete to Butler. And inside down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Back to throw.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there
Slow.
and
He's
spike
too
it.
slow, Jimmy G. You can't throw it like
Linebacker
that.
Fred Warner right there on the coverage. He has had a great game to finish. North-south everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was.
There you go on the field, but okay, I see you. Back to throw. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Extra point now by Boswell. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Boswell for the extra point.
Man, they can ice me on an extra point.
And they have got the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back
Kicked it
line of the
shorter.
end zone.
Now they have plenty of time.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range, or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That doesn't look good.